So, centering towards pleasure. I want to recognize again that pleasure might not be the word that makes sense for you. For me, I know pleasure can often feel like a few steps beyond a step. So maybe first step feels like centering towards comfort, or centering towards warmth, or moving towards pause, or moving towards fluidity. Like maybe any of those or something completely different is step one. But I would invite you to maybe, if this feels resonant, to notice what it might be like to want to center pleasure. So as I say those words, I would just invite you to find a position for your body right now that would feel more pleasurable, would feel more comfortable, would just feel better. So maybe that's, if it's possible for you, maybe that's standing up. Maybe that is laying on the floor. Maybe that is rolling around on the floor. Maybe that is pausing this video and going to get a big fuzzy blanket to wrap around your body. Maybe that is putting some pillows under your butt or behind your back. So go ahead and pause me if you need to, and do something that would make this experience a little more comfortable. And whenever you are there, I would invite you to start to breathe in any way that's supportive to you. I'm not a fan of telling someone how to breathe a specific way. So all we're going to do right now is just allow your breath to flow in and out of your body at whatever pace you need, in whatever shallow or deep way that feels supportive to your nervous system. And just notice what that choice feels like in your body as you get to breathe in any way that makes sense for you right now. And as you breathe, all I'm going to invite is just allowing that breath to take up a little bit more room and have a slightly more playful aspect to it. What do I mean by that? Maybe notice what color your breath might be taking today. Feel free to keep your eyes open, looking around your room, or feel free to close your eyes. Whatever feels safe enough to explore this. So for me, I'm just kind of noticing any colors that kind of come up while I breathe. And if I notice my idea of maybe a more playful color, can I bring that into my senses? Can I imagine that color kind of taking up some space as I breathe? What it might look like if I painted the outsides or insides of my body with some nice big spongy brushes that feel good against my skin. Or maybe it's a nice soft feather of a different color, and that feather is kind of painting my limbs. What color might feel more comfortable or pleasurable in your body, on your body? Notice what your breath is doing right now, what your body is doing right now, and what might be a more comfortable position, what might your body be longing for right now. So if that is turning this recording off and going to do something completely different, there's permission for that. If there is a desire to get some water or just simply change positions or get warmer or cooler, often just tuning into our needs is going to be step one before orienting towards pleasure. So I would invite you next to maybe notice what smaller parts of your body might like to do. Noticing for me, it feels nice to just move my hands up and down this fuzzy blanket that's on this table beneath me. Oh, here comes my cat. I'm noticing what it feels like to pet this squishy cat who is conveniently named Squish. Thank you, Squish, right on time. What might it feel like to allow yourself some soft and squishies integrated into your day, integrated into your breath, integrated into your movement? How might some of the daily grind be softened? Softened with a few simple pleasures here and there. Go ahead and if it feels safe enough, if it feels comfortable enough, maybe orient back towards somewhere in your body that wants to do something a little bit differently. So right now I'm noticing a desire to sway a little bit. Maybe uncurling my fingers, letting them expand, getting a little playful. Maybe allowing my toes to stretch out, my ankles to roll. Maybe bringing in some visuals, kind of allowing my body to move physically forward in space into imagining some sunshine, into imagining some nice soft squishy soil, maybe some sand beneath my feet. Maybe imagining a nice warm or cool breeze kind of dancing across my body. does it feel like to breathe into that? Just noticing how your body is reacting to that. Noticing if there's any places in your body that might like to soften a little deeper into that. Can your body get a little heavier into whatever surface you're sitting on or laying on or standing on? Can you notice how this moment feels and imagine integrating it into later on in your day today? Integrating it into tomorrow, into your next week. Creating a little bit more room for breath to take up space in your core and in your belly. Creating a little bit more room in your life for comfort. Maybe to slow down, to notice the softness. To get curious about more room for tasting good things, for feeling warmth, for feeling coolness, for creating room for creativity and fluidity. To kind of close up, if it feels comfortable, to experiment with moving your body to the right and to the left, back and forward. Maybe forward can resemble what you want to orient to this year. Maybe that's pleasure. Slowing down. Maybe that's just creating more room for yourself. And as you move in space backwards, what would it feel like to kind of sit down into a resource? What resource do you want to take with you this year? What support do you want to take with you this year? Maybe that support is simply the ground beneath your feet. Maybe a support could be your breath. Maybe a support could be slowness. Maybe a support could be looking at something nourishing in your room. Maybe a support could be imagining a place that makes you feel resourced. Maybe a support could be a pet or a friend. And just allow your body to kind of sit back down into that support. Inviting your whole body to sigh. Right and left, maybe noticing right and left as alternatives, as choice, as options. Maybe this forward or back thing isn't working, so noticing what it feels like to move left and right as a different option. Noticing maybe what it feels like in your body to look out a window or a door, knowing that those are options for healthy flight, for healthy movement. And I don't mean healthy in the ways that we often get bombarded with, but just something that is going to support your nervous system. Something that involves choice. I would slowly invite you to kind of return to this moment in time. If your eyes are closed, just on your own time and pace, allowing them to gently open, maybe allowing your gaze to stay downward, just enough to reintegrate into your room, inviting your body and your breath to take up a little bit more space as you re-enter your room. What might be a pleasurable way to re-enter this moment and this space? Just maybe allowing yourself to notice what you'd like to do next, to orient towards pleasure or comfort or whatever intention that you set. And I would invite us to take one more nice slow breath into that intention. Let it drop down with your exhale all the way down and out through your limbs. Thank you for taking this time with me today. I hope that there was some nugget in here that can be supportive on your path this year. Take good care.